Hi, it's Simon Lovell here from lunchboxdiet.co.uk and welcome to this third and final video of my 30 fat loss truths. So let's move on now to truth number 21. You don't need carbs all the time. Now, there are different types of carbs in the body, and many people know that vegetables actually can contain carbohydrates, and it gives us a good source of energy. And so make sure that you build a lot of vegetables into your plan, but also try and reduce your carbohydrate intake throughout the day, and switch from, for example, white rice, white pasta, white bread to wholemeal, and then try and transition into taking these out of your diet, and you'll feel yourself less bloated. Okay, and it's just a good way to go. Okay, truth number 22, it doesn't have to be expensive. A lot of time people say to me, well, eating healthy is expensive. Well, actually, that's not the case. Some of my VIP members through the Lunchbox Diet in the community have reported saving a lot of money over the course of a month because they're shopping smart, okay? And I know that you can as well. It can actually be really expensive to, shop for foods and get kind of takeaways, and if you actually add it all together, it does become quite expensive. But in supermarkets these days, there's so many offers on that you can pick up vegetables really, and lean meats in deals, all throughout different supermarkets, and so there's no real excuse when it comes to eating healthy. You just need to be a bit smarter with your shopping. Okay, truth number 23, too much rest and puffing and panting. Okay, so many people when they're exercising, and you may be the same, tend to take too much rest time. So try and reduce your rest time after your repetitions and after your sets and after your exercises, and to try and move on quickly onto the next one, and make sure you're puffing and panting, because the more that you'll do that, the more you're stretching your lung capacity, and the better fat loss results that you're going to get in the end. Okay. Truth 24, fat doesn't make you fat. Okay, so things like almonds, avocados, oils, yes, they're fats, but they're a good source of fat, and the body utilizes them in a very different way than the hydrogenated fats, which come from foods which have been processed, which have been put into trans fat form, which means when you cook with them. Okay, so it's just important to start learning about the different types of fat, and the ones which are good and the ones aren't so good. Because certain types of fat don't make you fat. Okay, and actually it's more about sugar, which I'll come on to later on. Okay, truth number 25, Mondays are key. Okay, so a lot of people tend to, and I'm guilty of this from time to time when I've had alcohol, but people tend to blow out the weekends. So you get a takeaway in, or maybe get a pizza, go drinking, and just tend to let themselves go. This is why Mondays are really critical to get back on track, because if you have planned and prepared properly and you're on track on Monday, then it sets you up for a really good week. Where if you've got to say Tuesday, Wednesday, then psychologically it's very difficult to get yourself back in that momentum, and you'll find yourself going, oh, I'll start next week, and the same cycle continues, and it never happens. So Monday has to be this, if you're gonna not be good at the weekends, and Monday has to be the new starting point for a really healthy week. And then you can afford to have maybe a cheat day on the weekend. So that's a good tip. Truth number 26, your kids are watching. Children really do soak up so much information, especially when they're young, up to the age of about 7, when just everything around them is just being taken in. And so depending on the age of your children, or even maybe grandchildren or those around you, what you're doing has a bang-on effect. And actually, it's really been nice for me to know that when people have been starting on the Lunchbox Diet, because they're making up their healthy boxes, their children look and go, oh, mummy, daddy, what have you got in your box? I want to have my own box. And they've actually started their children on a healthy eating plan through their lunch boxes. And that's just really nice to hear that. So just be aware that use the motivation, yes, for you to get to your goal and for you as a person, but also to help start a new generation of children that are being healthy, eating the right healthy foods. and you're just going to be well on your way. Truth number 27, and this is what I was talking about earlier, is sugar. There is sugar in pretty much, well, there's sugar in so many different types of foods that you probably don't expect. Okay, from breads to cereals to, you know, just lots of different foods. So it's really important that you look on the packaging to not only look for the fat content, but also to check for the sugar content, because if that sugar is not burned, okay, then it's going to turn to fat, and this is why people are so addicted, and you may be as well, to sugar. Think back to yesterday, think back to the day before, of how much sugar you possibly came into contact with, and it is a lot, and it's what is making the obesity epidemic even worse, is that marketing companies are getting very clever with their packaging, and so they're avoiding certain types of well, they're getting through on loopholes basically, which isn't good for you if you're not looking on the back of packets. So instead of looking at a packet, just think to yourself instantly, I need to look on the back of this packet and look at the sugar content, and if it's quite high, then we need to look at an alternative, more natural source of food. Okay, truth number 28, so we're coming up to the final few tips now, and split decisions are everything. It's that one moment, isn't it, when you make the decision to be healthy or not do something. So that little voice may be saying to you, I'll put off the exercise, or you've walked past a shop and you've seen something you want to eat and it's like a cream cake or something unhealthy, and it's that split-second decision that either makes you do that thing or it doesn't. And so if you can become a master at getting over those moments and actually making a better decision, then you're going to be well on your way. There's something I should call temptation training, which is basically go hungry into a supermarket with the full intention of just resisting picking up certain types of foods, and just getting the feeling inside and being able to associate with that feeling and trying to combat it. Okay, because you just need to, because we do a lot of things subconsciously, which is understandable, that we go out in a situation and we just pick up foods and we don't even think that actually it's because we're getting this feeling inside and we're not able to overcome it. So if you can really master being able to say no and being able to say yes to the right types of things, then that's going to really help you. Truth number 29, you are worth it. Be strong, because yes, this may be a long journey for you in the grand scheme of things, but you can always break things down, and you're worth it to be able to get that momentum going, because once you do get the momentum going, you're just going to be feeling so good about yourself just to be able to reach a milestone. And that's what it's about, reaching a milestone and baby steps to a bigger goal. So if you can just put in some baby steps and reach them, say for example have a target of dropping a dress size, or have a target of dropping a jean size, or have a target of going for a certain amount of time with doing some exercise, or have it going a certain amount of time with you know, just another one of the challenges which you set, then this is just really good. And as you build on those, the building blocks get bigger, and the higher it goes, the more success that you have. And finally, in my tips, my 30 weight loss truths, is you can make it fun. Maybe at the moment you're thinking, all of this is just so boring, it's just, you know, there's no variety. I need to make it more fun for myself. There are so many ways to make exercise fun, to make eating healthy fun, and that's where the Lunchbox diet comes in. It's a healthy eating plan. The support community is immense. Once you sign up, you'll get access to the VIP Facebook group if you decide to choose that package, and within that group, the people are so inspiring, and when you have a challenge, you can just post it in there, and your challenges will be met with other people who are having the same challenges, and the group will find solutions for you, and that's the power. The power is in the support network, as I mentioned in one of the other tips, and you can really make it fun, and the other people in the group will make it fun for you. But aside from that, just make sure that you're seeking new, different ways to get fit. You know, instead of booking a summer holiday, book an activity holiday, or, you know, instead of, you know, eating plain food, add some spices to it. Everything can be made more fun, more exciting. It's just it's how you adapt to that situation and make it right for you, and make it interesting for you, and make it so that you get the results that you want for your body. I hope you enjoyed this video and the rest of the videos in this series of my 30 fat loss truths, and be sure to comment in the comments below and let me know which one of the tips and truths resonated with you the most. Take care, and I'll see you soon.